how's it going, everyone? This is E-Man from TCGWise123, and today I am bringing you guys the deck profile of the winner of the Vegas KMC. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Steven, Kratos on YouTube and every other possible thing. So yeah, I won Las Vegas KMC with this last weekend.
How many players?
26 people. I ended up losing in round 3 to Megabugs. Drew with my friend in round 4. Won round 5, got into top 8. Had to play my friend that I drew with and had to beat him in top 8. Top 4, I got my revenge and 2 of Megabugs. And in the finals, played against Water Dark Light with Root Trap control.
Right,
and
pretty standard.
The deck that I had trained to beat, and I beat it in the finals pretty easily, 2-0.
Nice. So you want to give us a rundown of your deck?
So yeah, so start with Light, Andromeda and Lyra, staples and Light. I only run 2 Andromeda, besides that I only have 2. I don't think 3 is necessary. I don't rely on it like everyone else does,
right,
because I run Fire. Lyra is just amazing, the best turn 6 play you can have most of the time.
Better than Andromeda?
Turn 6, yeah.
But overall?
Well, Lyra sets up every other dragon, almost every other dragon. Because probably I'll most likely throw Andromeda into mana before I throw Lyra, because Lyra's more summonable most of the time. Then we have the Keepers. This guy is one of the biggest MVPs of the deck.
Most definitely.
You get it out early, it sits on the board the entire game, unless they're running Stormspark Blast or Fire to get rid of it, really. Both games in the final, I summoned it and it never went away. Pretty much drew me most of the deck. And because I run 60 cards in the deck, I never deck out. Keeper Dawn gets back the spells, because I don't run Root Trap, so I just recycle Terror Pit, Mesmerize, Logo Scan, all the usual stuff. 3 Stormspark Blast, because it's the best shield blast, probably. You have this in shields, and your opponent can't win. And I run Corile, so let's throw that down. Onto Water, my favorite Civ. Tritonus, because he's amazing. Every spell becomes a lockdown.
Right.
So you're gaining so much advantage. Plus he's a draw 5, and he powers up Water. So I mean you can't lose with Tritonus.
Right. Only one?
Huh? Yeah, just the one, because I run so many dragons. I really only need 1 10-drop, because I don't need him to win. I have other ways to win.
Right.
Corile, good turn 3 play. You get it out before you summon Keeper, to keep Keeper immune from getting targeted.
Right.
Throw down a Shield Blast early, you're safe for most of the game. Logo Scan, staple. Crystal Mmeory, gotta run 3 Crystal Mmeory, especially in a deck this big.
Yeah,
you search out anything you need anytime. 2 Spy Mission, just because you need an extra draw.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Sounds good. Now to your dark.
1 Dreadclaw. Originally it was 2 Dreadclaw, but I took 1 out for Grudge Weaver.
For the Rush matchup, right?
Yeah, because of Rush, and Rush is a thing, and it's a cheap thing. Just 1 Dreadclaw, I figured I'd be okay with just the 1. He didn't really do too much in the tournament, but it's always nice to have. Your opponents get scared when they see it in your hand.
Right.
They'll usually target it instead of something else, because you can get every other dragon back.
Right.
3 Gloom Hollow, the best blocker in the game. Stops Mono Fire, stops Sabertooth, stops threats. You want to play safe. You want to play scared roll. Stop Swordhorn.
Yeah.
The Strider cannot stop Swordhorn. So the 2 Grudge Weavers, originally 1 was a Dreadclaw, 1 was a Skull Shatter. I decided to cut those both down to 1, play the 2 Grudge Weavers, try to keep myself safe against Rush. The funny thing is I never even played against Rush in the tournament, but Grudge Weaver actually still did stuff. In the finals I had him on board, summoned Keeper of Laws afterwards, so they couldn't target it.
Right, and then they would be forced to banish him.
And then what happened was I had these 2 on board. He Stormsparked them, and his only other creature was Keeper of Laws. He tapped them both, he killed the Grudge Weaver instead of suiciding with this. I don't know what the plan was, but I mean, he essentially
got a pretty bad play.
It was a -2 because he drew me a card with Stormspark, and he killed Grudge Weaver and lost himself a card. So it was pretty much set in stone at that point, I think. 3 Terror Pits, the best kill spell in the game. I don't give 2 craps about Root Trap. I hate giving my opponent mana. Terror Pit, Terror Pit, Terror Pit. Just the 1 Skull Shatter because I had to take 1 out. Skull Shatter is still the best discard. You shut them down and then you bring out your 9 drops.
I like that.
3 Mesmerize, probably second only to Skull Shatter, but you want this early. You destroy their momentum. You lock them out early and they can't come back.
Especially since you can recycle it back with Keeper of Dawn.
With 8 mana, you summon this and do that. You just keep redoing that, and they'll never catch up.
Yeah.
3 Bone Blades, because Bone Blades is still a staple. The best low-level kill spell for anything, especially Mono Fire. People say it's getting less played.
Not even.
No,
it's gotten way more play ever since Evo came out.
Exactly. The best low-level kill spell. 1 Dark Return, because that's all you really need. It's great to get back anything you need late game. Early game, it's hard. You want to hold on to it just because you know you only play 1.
Yeah.
But I've had to throw it into mana, and I don't usually regret it. But it's great to get back Keeper of Dawn, Keeper of Laws, Andromeda, get back Dreadclaw to get back all the other dragons.
Yeah.
It's good at 1.
Would you bump it up to 2?
Maybe, but the deck's already 60. I don't want to go past 60. I didn't want to hit 60, but I did. So, yeah.
And on the
fire. So the big man Immolater. I feel like it's what made the deck. It's what finished the deck in my head because I wanted to run 1, and I pulled it right before putting the deck together. I like him as a 1-of. You don't need him most of the time, but he's good to play. If your opponent has a bunch of small creatures, he's like a Barrage. He's good when you're finally going to go in, you attack, and if they kill him, then they're just helping you finish them off.
Right.
Then Infernus the Awakened, probably much better than Immolater in my opinion.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Shuts down deck, shuts down rush, and he's 13,000. I mean, he sends Andromeda scared hiding.
Yeah.
So Infernus is amazing. General Skycrusher is amazing. He combos so well with almost every card in the deck.
By giving them plus 3,000 power.
Turn 6, you can tap a creature, lock it down. Next turn, summon Skycrusher, and you can kill it with a 9,000 power Lyra. And then with Billion Degree Dragon, you can summon Skycrusher. Next turn, Billion Degree, you can kill something another 9,000.
Yeah.
And it's untapped. You can kill a creature that's untapped. So I wanted to run 2 Billion Degrees. I took 1 of them out for a Barrage because of Rush.
Yeah.
And I don't think I played Barrage all day at the tournament. It was always mana.
No Bolt Tail?
No Bolt Tail. Bolt Tail's good. He's good for a finisher, but I mean this deck is control. You don't need to have a creature go in and break shields. It's good power to cost ratio, but Skycrusher's better, and Billion Degree is much more
flexible.
Yeah, much more versatile. It serves many more purposes. Herald of Infernus. This card is amazing. This card shuts down Megabugs. If they can't kill it, this card summons everything and Megabugs can't catch up.
Yeah.
Because
especially if you summon Awaken.
Or Andromeda. Andromeda shuts down Megabugs. Infernus shuts down Megabugs. Herald combos well with Skycrusher.
Yeah.
You go in, you kill something you can kill something that's 8,000, and then you summon something big. So
yeah.
You're always winning with Herald. I think 3 is too many, 1 is not enough, but 2 is perfect.
Yeah.
And then the 1 Barrage, put it in for Rush, didn't even play Rush, didn't even cast it, so I don't know, let's see.
Yeah.
Mike can take
At least you were prepared for it.
I wanted to not lose to Rush because I didn't want to go to Vegas and lose to Rush.
Right.
3 Aqua Strider, the second best blocker in the game. 2 for 4,000, helps shut down Rush, 2 cost. Early game, when you're not playing against Rush, it unlocks light and water mana early. You can't lose with that. Piercing Judgement is an amazing card. Shield Blast, it pretty much stops 2 creatures. You can use it to recycle keeper. You can use it to kill stuff. Combos well with Mesmerize. You bounce their creature, then Mesmerize them.
Yeah, especially with like 9 mana, you can like Keeper of Dawn with Piercing Judgement and like you really get it back. You get back Mesmerize or any other spell. It's just ridiculous.
You can just shut them down, tap their creature, kill it. They're just all kinds of
Definitely replaced Veil Vortex.
Yeah, Veil Vortex is just not gonna ever get used again.
Well, at least in this build.
At least anything that's not mono water, right?
Yeah.
Grip of Despair is another great card. I prefer this 10 times over Root Trap because I'm not giving my opponent mana. It does 2 things. It stops a threat on the board and it makes them discard, whether it's the same card or a different card. They're still getting, it feels like a -2 for them.
Yeah.
They're losing board advantage and they're losing a card in their hand.
Yeah.
They're all in all kinds of hurt. And if they don't have any other cards in hand, it's a 5-cost therapy.
Yeah.
This is another great card that combines with Mesmerize. You play this, and then they discard 1, and then you Mesmerize and take out whatever card you want. So I mean, a lot of things go with Mesmerize, and this is probably the best one. And then the last card, Shadebalze, it does so many things, so much better than Bolt Tail. You kill a creature, it gets speed attacker right away. Or fast attack, and you can even make it kill an Andromeda. You can lower Andromeda, have something die, you can kill Andromeda right off the bat. And if it sits on board, which it almost never does because people are so afraid of it, anytime a creature dies, it automatically gets fast attack. You can have summon him turn 8, turn 9, summon Infernus the Awakened, kill a creature, Infernus now has fast attack.
Yeah, it gets ridiculous.
This guy has almost hyperspeed and Bolt Tail in 1 card.
Yep.
You can't go wrong. Probably the best 8-drop monster in the game.
And something that's like somewhat underrated in my opinion.
Yeah. And one of the coolest arts. It's ridiculous. Look at that card.
Yeah, the artwork is just too sick too. Yeah, I'm glad I finally got one as well. So after the KMC, obviously you made choices, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what were the changes that you made?
Well, I pretty much, as soon as the tournament was done, I just went back to what I originally had, which was the 2nd Billion Degree for Barrage, and then the 2nd Skull Shatter and the 2nd Dreadclaw, and took out the Grudge Weaver. So I mean, that's what I wanted to run. It's just because of Rush. Rush always, the fear of Rush just kind of makes me have to change things.
Yeah.
But I actually played Rush today and beat it this way, without the Grudge Weaver, without the Barrage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the deck, it just depends on how it opens against Rush, and it's mainly because the deck is 60, it has its inconsistencies, especially with opening hand.
Yeah.
Once you can get past that, it can stop Rush easily. It just needs maybe Andromeda, Herald, certain shield blasts. So yeah,
that's true.
Some bad luck will ruin you against Rush.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you would like to say to the viewers?
That's it.
You're going to Seattle.
Thanks for having me, E-Man. Yep, I did win. I got my 3D mat. I'm going to Seattle in August. I get to meet the Earth Power crew, Team Peach. I get to meet a lot of people I wanted to meet, and hopefully I can do well in that too.
Yep. I'll definitely be rooting for you, man. So, congratulations to your first place.
Thank you.
And take care, everyone.
Bye.